So, man, with MAGA currently falling apart, Alex Jones is really, really having a rough go of it. It's kind of hard to watch, if I'm being honest with you. So Alex Jones, I mean, look, he was the guy who, I mean, he was the conspiracy guy. He was like the one you go to get some kooky-ass conspiracy theory about any event that happens politically. But now, I mean, he's old, he's washed. Candace has sort of stolen his thunder and taken his place. And that's leading to him having like identity crises on air on a regular basis. It's kind of crazy to see. Here's Alex basically saying he's Switzerland when it comes to TPUSA versus Candace Owens. He goes out there to be like, I just want everybody to know I haven't commented on it because I haven't looked into it fully yet. I like to know what I'm talking about, but generally speaking, I'm sort of in the middle between the two of them. So again, this is how you know he's so washed. Alex Jones of the past would have had all of the Candace-style conspiracies before Candace. But now Candace is the one, raking in, 1 million or 2 million views per video because she's throwing all these conspiracies out there and making everybody's fucking eating it up, right? Now here's Alex. He's like basically crying himself to sleep every night because MAGA is falling apart. And so then he comes out and says this. Let's watch.
I have not commented on the TPUSA Candace Owens multi-month-long soap opera that has been sucking all the oxygen out of the room and become the only major issue anybody's talking about, literally. And obviously, I'm not just here to get ratings. I could be all over this and just, but I have all these other serious issues I'm looking at and dealing with here. And so I haven't had time to really go investigate it, all the angles of it, look at it. And it's gotten so bad. About 2 weeks ago, I started doing about 3 hours of research a day just because I need to know what I should do about this because this becomes a distraction.
I was doing 3 hours of research a day trying to figure out what Candace was saying and what TPUSA was saying, and I would have said something about this, but my dog ate my homework. My dog ate my political commentary. I just wanted to say that.
And I'm not trying to blame TPUSA. I'm not trying to blame Candace. I'm not trying to pick a side here. It's not that I ride fences.
It's not that I ride fences, says the guy who's been fence riding for like 2 years now. Elon versus Trump. I mean, I can't really pick a side. I kind of like both of them. They're really cool, actually. I wouldn't. They should actually get back together. It's a grown man playing with dolls. Trump and Elon should get back together. We were a lot happier when they did that. I ship Trump and Elon Musk. Now he's doing the same thing with Candace and TPUSA.
Figured out exactly what's going on yet, but I've hit a tipping point with the information, and in the next few days, I'm going to go ahead and cover it. But it gives me a headache to have to go into all this stuff. But I'm just going to say this. What we're being told has gotten so elaborate and so ridiculous, and so many of the sources that, this person says this with no proof of who they are, no proof. They're in Arizona the day before, and they're special ops, but in another group, and they go into a room, and there's 12 colonels or 15 colonels, and they're all planning to, take out Charlie Kirk. I mean, just come on.
Oh, you've got to be. The guy who said Sandy Hook was fake. The guy who said Sandy Hook was fake. Because Obama's going to take your guns. It's a false flag. They're going to take your guns. These are crisis actors. Turns out Obama didn't take the guns. Turns out you were wrong. He's out here like, Candace, I don't know about these conspiracies. The evidence doesn't seem to back up the claims you're making. And I would know because I care a lot about evidence. I, Alex Jones, care a lot about evidence. By the way, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton are literal demons, and they smell like sulfur, and they have flies land on them because they're from the pits of hell. But I believe in evidence. Candace, you've gone too far. I just love how the right is falling apart in the most obvious ways ever. It's incredible.
And all these anonymous people popping up with their voices changed and blurred, and then everybody runs with that, and then later it's not true, and just building and 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 building, and all these groups involved and all these things involved, and just all of it. And then statements like, how dare Erica Kirk raise $40 million supposedly in a fundraiser? We need giant war chest. TPUSA flooded the zone, got millions of voters registered, took us over the top. The Democrats completely hated it.
He is such a loyal Republican bitch boy now. This reminds me of Tim Pool. Candace, what are you doing? We might lose the midterms. Oh, gosh, golly, not the midterms. Not Republicans are going to lose the midterms. Oh, my gosh. That sure is rootin' tootin' negative, isn't it, Papa? Like, what are you doing? You're fucking grown men. I love how they're watching a party that fucking Trump is refusing to release the Epstein files. He's got concentration camps. He's ruining people's lives. He sent people to get tortured and raped in fucking El Salvador. He's warmongering in Venezuela, illegally bombed Iran and Somalia and Yemen. The most corrupt president ever, not even close, by the way. He's invading the U.S. with the U.S. military. And you got people like Tim Pool and Alex Jones going, we might lose the midterms. Well, maybe you fucking should, since this regime is the most evil, sadistic, corrupt, fascist piece of shit regime I've ever seen in my life. Well, what about the midterms? Candace, you're playing too loose with your lips. These conspiracies are a little kooky. Anyway, I'm going to go back the Epstein defender again.
I'm not attacking Candace because I've got big problems with TPUSA. And that's why I haven't got to it yet. So I've got to sit there with all the information I have and just write up a list of the TPUSA stuff I've got issues with and concerns, and then all the things that have been put out. And then you just, I'm just asking questions, move the next thing in a soap opera way. And it's fine to ask questions. It just becomes something that has to be analyzed and looked at. And so that's why I haven't covered it yet, because I like to actually know what's going on.
Okay, that was incredibly sad, but I got more for you. So now, this is where he's crashing out here, because his audience is onto his bullshit. His audience knows that Trump is in the Epstein files and that he was Epstein's best friend. Like, they've seen all the stories. They've seen all the leaks. You can't hide this any longer, Alex. It's not going to work. People follow this shit. So his own audience is sort of like on his ass for defending Trump, who's Epstein's bestie. And Alex keeps crashing out over it and losing it because he knows he's stone cold caught. Watch this.
God damn, you need to grow up. Excuse me. I mean, what is your major problem? I see this shit everywhere. Misrepresent. Everything I've said here is extremely clear. I predicted they'd have all these nothing burgers and recycled crap. And I predicted Trump would get pissed and just try to shut it all down because he knows they've only cherry-picked the stuff they want. And I said, you can't handle it that way, Trump. And you can't sit there like a deer in the headlights and tell people don't bring it up, don't talk about it because it's a hoax. Just like the Russia thing, you got to meet it head on and explain how it's a fraud. Not that Epstein doing bad stuff didn't exist, but that the Democrats are all over it and they're the party of pedophilia out in the open everywhere. And then it's a win. So yeah, lady, Erica C47, I warned Trump and I was right. I wasn't trying to dunk on Trump to act holier than thou. I was trying to get him course correct because he's the ship I'm on. And if he goes down, we have all got a big problem, Cupcake. You know what skin in the game is, sweetheart? You got people trying to put you in prison and kill you? No, you don't. I'm not mad at you. I'm just in general, all you people. All you people are not on the front lines of this war for decade after decade after decade trying to save humanity. And you always misrepresent everything to make yourself feel powerful. That's pathetic. You need to grow up. You need to get right with God. So there's that. Unbelievable. It is a hoax that Trump was screwing underage girls. It is a hoax, these Jane Does that turn out to be real. All the real victims say they never even saw Trump except two women, and that was at Mar-a-Lago. And he was a complete gentleman. And then they take New York Post photos and photos from him decades ago and go, look, a secret thing, black out the thing, say it's kids, blah, blah, blah. That ought to piss you off they're doing that. That's the hoax. That's the hoax, not Epstein. I'm going to say it again. Epstein is real. Mossad, MI6, CIA. It's already been covered up. They cherry pick what they want. The attacks on Trump that he was involved are a hoax. You understand? The attacks on Trump that he's involved is a hoax. The attacks that Trump's involved is the hoax. The attacks that Trump's involved is the hoax. Not that Epstein didn't do this stuff. No, he did do that.
His own audience woke up and they realized, no, Trump is compromised. Trump was best friends with Epstein. There's like, I'm sorry, you're coping, you're seething. This is mental gymnastics to try to excuse Trump. Wrong. You're wrong. Epstein is bad, but actually, when Trump was best friends with Epstein, that doesn't count because of reasons and stuff and things, and he was actually trying to infiltrate them to take them down, and that's what was going on. This is why he's losing it at his own audience, because they've graduated beyond his bullshit.
And Bongino and the rest of them, Patel getting up there and saying he didn't have accomplices and he wasn't a human trafficker when his accomplices in prison for it was horrible and super destructive and has damaged the Trump administration, and it was the wrong thing.
Why do you think they're covering up all this stuff, Alex? Because their boss is giving them the marching orders. Trump is giving them the marching orders. You better fucking hide the Epstein files. How do you not piece this together? He has, but he's too much of a cuck to the regime that he can't tell you the truth. He's lying to you on purpose.
And I hit him hard when they did it. That's not saying Epstein's a hoax. You put that in my mouth. You said that. You used my credibility to claim I'm saying it doesn't exist. You are lying. See? You lie in my name. You. Fucking scum.
Alex, you're just wrong, bro. Hold the L. He'll never hold the L. He's got to hold the L. If Trump and Epstein is a hoax, like them together, if that's a hoax, why is it we know, based on Epstein's emails, that Epstein knew everything about Mar-a-Lago's financing, including to the point of Trump doing mortgage fraud? How would he know that if Trump and Epstein is a hoax, if they weren't close? How would they know that? Why hasn't Alex, if you had the story of Katie Johnson, if that was about Bill Clinton, do you think he would call that a hoax? No, he wouldn't. It's because it's about his friend Trump that he says it's a hoax. No, the fact of the matter is, Katie Johnson had a lawsuit in 2016 about how in 1994, when she was 13, Epstein and Trump allegedly raped her. And that lawsuit was dropped. They view that as evidence of like, oh, see, it was fake. No, it's evidence that she was threatened and she was afraid to go public and put her face out there and afraid of the backlash and afraid of MAGA psychopaths who might try to fucking kill her. That's the reality. But he would never, ever talk about that and tell you the truth about that. Alex Jones wouldn't tell you the truth that we just saw in the Epstein emails. In 2011, Trump spent hours with an Epstein victim at Epstein's house, which was bugged, so they have blackmail tapes of the president of the United States. Blackmail tapes that Mossad probably has, fucking Russia probably has them. He's compromised, and Alex would never tell you these things, ever. Just like he'd never tell you about them sharing a girlfriend, Trump and Epstein. He would never tell you about the time that it was Trump and Epstein at Mar-a-Lago with a bunch of teenage models alone. He would never tell you about this. If it was Bill Clinton, he'd be screaming from the mountaintops about it. Meanwhile, what we did see in the emails was Epstein saying Clinton never went to the island. Did you say that publicly? Alex Jones? No, you didn't, and you wouldn't, because you're a hack. Because you're a fucking Republican cheerleader. You and Tim Pool can go grab your little fucking pom-poms and go, hooray, Republicans! We love Republicans! Higher unemployment, higher inflation, no health care, kick 17 million off Medicaid. Yay, Republicans! More wars, yay! Because that's all you are now. That's all both of you are now. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.